Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Raw, the Real Authentic Woman podcast. I am your host, Lana. I'm excited for you guys to jump into this episode today. I'm having a conversation with Sage. Sage is somebody that I met out in Minnesota, also on my solo trip, and it was so interesting. I had just randomly walked into this really cool kind of like metaphysical shop local to Stillwater there in Minnesota, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a tarot reading because why the fuck not? And Sage is the one who ended up being my tarot card reader, and yeah, we just got to talking kind of after the reading, and I had asked them if they would like to be interviewed for what I was starting, and they were all for it. We ended up recording the interview, and then I got back home and I realized that for whatever reason, it didn't fully record. So I'm glad that we had exchanged information so we were able to have a conversation over the phone. But, I really appreciated their perspective and their take on just everything that's happening in the world, also just hearing their story. And so this conversation was really cool for me, and just kind of hearing about their own lived experiences growing up. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear their story and how hopefully it might be able to help you, but also just kind of be able to open your perspective a little bit more too. So I hope you guys enjoy this conversation with Sage. I really kind of want to just get into the thick of you and just talk to you about kind of your story, and I kind of want to just give you the floor if there's a direction that you want to start or go in. I think it's really cool, for one, that you are super I don't know what you call it. Did you call yourself clairvoyant, or what did you?
I don't know. I just call myself psychic, but
okay.
I'm psychic not by choice.
Yeah. So can you maybe talk to me maybe a little bit about that, and maybe when that started or how you knew you were? Or...
Sure, I can. I grew up kind of I had a weird situation, and me and my family were all on wonderful terms now, God bless them, but I grew up with my grandparents, so already a level of kind of mental illness that not a lot of other people understand. Mm-hmm. And I think, I don't know, I just remember my very first thoughts when I was younger were very profound and about that I knew reincarnation existed even before I knew what Christianity was. Mm-hmm. It was very interesting. I've always been very tied into being religious, but not because I want to, but just to keep myself sane. Yeah. But there's different types of the abilities I'm able to do, and some that are, the biggest one is that I'm a medium. Mm-hmm. And I can get into I know pretty much a lot about ghost stuff like that. Mm. Yeah. In Taylor's Falls, Minnesota, I work at Let's Rock Shop, and Scott, one of the co-owners of it, he's a medium, full on, people will walk into our shop and we'll just be oh, we can feel this presence next to you, and then we'll process it with them. It's very interesting. But all of speaking with the dead and being on that other side, I don't use it to harm people. I don't use it to scare people or fear monger anybody. Mm-hmm. Because I'm so connected to the other side for crazy reasons. Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of near-death experiences that's probably influenced that. Mm-hmm. So when I do communicate with the dead, doing tarot for my job, I'm talking to ghosts around me right now, figuring it out, and to heal people. Because I don't know, I feel it's so stigmatized in media that I don't know, just everything. It's so the opposite, like in movies, of what it actually is. Because it's really just, if it's people, dead people, then you can treat them like people. They just can't communicate in ways that are normal to us.
Interesting. Wow, it's interesting you say that because I feel like, I don't know, I definitely am like an energy person, you know, but I'm not like somebody who could sit in a room and be like, oh, there's a presence here and this is what they're saying. You know, like I might be able to step in rooms and be like, oh, like I feel something here feels a certain type of way.
Yes.
But I guess like, is that something that takes a toll on you? Like with that, like just feeling all that energy all the time?
In like, wait, it only gets to me if I let it, because my apartment, this is like for real. I don't know how it happened. It just kind of happened. But you know Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they have that like museum attached to their house that's just full of dead or haunted things.
Oh,
like
no, I didn't
Annabelle
know
and
about
stuff.
it. Okay.
It's
Annabelle?
in
Shit.
like, I don't remember. I think it might be in Nebraska somewhere, but like where the Annabelle doll is held, that's kind of what my apartment is like. I have many vessels with spirits attached to them, and like people's keys will go missing, their phone will go missing, stuff moves all the time, and I just am okay with it.
That is wild. That would like.
I know what's happening. We just like,
Yeah.
they wanted to stay a little bit longer, and I'm giving them the opportunity to. So whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So how, like, you know, and how, I don't know if you said this, but how young were you when you realized you like had, do you like even remember, or just it was like always kind of a thing?
My first paranormal experience was when I was maybe like 3 years old, and it freaked me out so bad. It was like I was alone in my room sleeping, and I wake up, look at the door, and it's like jiggling, like somebody's trying to get in, and I ran out, and I wasn't able to sleep alone for so many years after that. So that was the first one. It was like ghosts. I've always had paranormal experiences, and I've always been really open to it. So it's like, I don't know, from ages like 3 to 12, I was really into it, and then when I got into high school, I shut it off. And then once I graduated high school, I was like, okay, I can't ignore it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you start to maybe shift that kind of perspective, like to, oh, like I know you said you like closed it off in high school, but like, oh, maybe this is actually a gift. Like maybe I could actually like use this to help people.
Yeah, actually, I have a pretty addictive personality, and that like I'm addicted, like I'm a polysubstance abuse person. I'm in recovery and sober.
Awesome,
and
that's
a big
amazing.
part of that, yeah, and a big part, it was like the big addictive personality stuff was with relationships before the drugs. I was very much addicted to being with a codependent partner, where we only hung out with each other and we didn't have a social life. And then it turned into, I abused like stuff I didn't even know. And then it was just kind of like, I got so sick of like abusing myself that it just kind of like, I snapped out of it. I went to rehab for like a month and then came out of it. And ever since my brain has been starting to like develop and heal again, I've been noticing like new changes about myself. And I have like an identity disorder where it could be related to like multiple personality disorder, but it's really called dissociative identity disorder. And with that stuff, I want to make it religious and spiritual because it's the only really way my brain can handle it.
Yeah.
And because I've become so spiritual, I'm just kind of like magic, and being able to talk to ghosts just kind of spills out of me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's amazing though. Thank you for sharing that. I know that that's not, an easy thing to talk about. So
for sure. And it's super new, not researched at all. And it's like, I'm 21 and I just found this out like this year.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know that, like I have amnesia.
Okay.
Daily amnesia.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild.
I will like go throughout my days like not knowing what happens, but eventually parts of myself will know what happens. we're all connected. We get what's going on. It's just we're a little bit floating in the air. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, for sure. So how do you, I guess, like, ground yourself when those kind of emotions are super high? You know, like, how do you bring yourself back down to earth?
However, it's like very much sensory deprivation. I have to lay in my bed with the blankets like over my face, silence, like for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like I have to do deep, like I have to be in the dark because I have a lot of sensory issues as well with my eyes. I have to go in the dark a lot to just have my eyes like adjust, or I won't be able to like concentrate or be able to do anything really.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I have a lot of disabilities, and the reason why I don't know, I just feel like the reason why I'm magical is because of like I'm using quotations disabilities, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know I kind of hate that word disabilities, and I'm trying to like reframe that because I was telling you, like, I work with kids who, you know, have disabilities, but it's really not that they have disabilities, they're just different. And you know, like, we have to find ways to like include them in society in a way that's not like showing pity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, right? Like, disabled, the word disabled in like today's society just means that I can't live properly in the world that a neurotypical set up for me to build. Because I'm psychic, I can do a bunch of shit. I can draw, I'm super multi-talented. It's just like the world that was designed in the United States was not meant for me.
Correct. Yeah.
You know?
And like, we just want to put everybody in all these fucking boxes, and it's just oh my gosh, I don't know. I could go on and on about that, but
no, right?
I guess another question that I have for you is like, you know, with kind of those limitations, I guess, that were placed on you based on how society puts it. What did you have, like, what kind of, I guess, maybe struggles or, you know, what kind of challenges have you faced so far, or that you still face with people, or just society in general, you know?
I know that like my brain is very different from others. How I was raised was very different, and I also had a pretty traumatic brain injury as a child. So I experienced emotions and feelings very physically.
Okay.
Like, I know how people are feeling. I know what type of pain they're feeling in their body. So it's like when I'm confronted with like confrontation, it's not all, like I can feel myself being upset, and then I can feel them being upset. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm kind of, the challenges that I'm facing right now is being like too aware, almost protecting myself from like the peace of others. Yeah, because I can't not read your mind. Like, it's not my fault. It's because I've been like so trapped in my own brain that like it started talking a little bit more. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, yeah.
I don't know. It's a struggle a lot, like being a trans person in the United States as well. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm having to constantly like check like what I'm wearing or what I'm doing to make sure I'm like not gonna get shot. Like, I'm not gonna get shot in Minneapolis, but I could get shot out in the boonies of Minnesota, you know, if I don't do it right, or I'm gonna be made fun of, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, being the way that I am is kind of like I'm in a state of survival, but at least I'm living my life
freely, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I want to live my life how I choose. Like, I deserve I deserve to live the life that I deserve. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like, I don't know. I feel like, and I can relate in some aspects in a different way. Like, I just feel like when I was growing up, I just felt like I had to, you know, be a certain way in order to fit the mold that society has created for being a woman. And, you know, growing up, like, I've kind of gone through my own, like, sexual awakening and, like, understood my sexuality a little bit more. And,
that was really, really hard for me because you know, I was afraid of how I felt because the rest of the world made it seem like it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want people to see that part of me because it felt wrong. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I wish there was an easier way to like grow up and go through life.
No, right?
But it proves to be so fucking challenging in every aspect that we. No, go ahead. I want you to speak. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just, like, it made me think about, like, I think that's kind of, like, the reason why I choose to do, like, healing psychic work is because if I have to go through so much pain to, like, live, I know others like me are going through this much pain and suffering. Well, everyone is suffering. Everybody is, like, you know, in their own state of whatever. And I just want to be able to help people realize that they have the light in them. They are psychic. I believe everybody's psychic. Like, just because I can read someone's mind really easily or be able to see ghosts, like, super fast doesn't mean that I work on myself every single day. You know, to, like, get, like, if I'm in check with my mental health and I'm healthy, the more my psychic abilities will be, like, better. Like, if I eat right, I can tell I'm way more psychically clear than if I, like, drink a coffee in the morning and not eat anything. So it's very, like, very cool like that. I don't know. So, I don't know, even though there's so much pain and hate and, like, parents don't know what they're doing right now. Like, no one knows what they're doing. Nuclear families obviously didn't work with the boomers, and now millennials are trying to raise kids. What's going on?
Yeah. No, you're totally right.
Everybody's kind of in a mess right now. But I believe in the world. That's another reason why I do all this shit, is because I believe, even though we live under a very authoritarian weirdness, what the F?
Yeah.
Like, why is our government on, like, Twitter like that?
Literally.
What the hell?
Literally.
Like, I bet people from, like, fucking Thailand do not give a shit.
Fact. I know. It's just like, to me, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, it could all be so simple. Like, this could all be so fucking simple. But I hear what you're saying, though. Like, I still have faith in humanity. I just think we lost our way a little bit because we've all been so conditioned to just either how we were raised or, you know, what the world tells us to be. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. I have faith that one day we will be able to understand each other. But, you know, it's hard to believe that could be possible with, given all the shit that we, you know, experience in our faces on a daily basis, right?
No, right? Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to, like, kind of add about, you know, your experiences in life so far that you think could help somebody else out there?
I can do a tarot pull.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let me find, I'm gonna do my cat tarot deck. And this cat tarot, I don't know if I did it to you when we did our,
so cute.
I don't think we did, but, no, we did.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
this one,
yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because this one's just the best. If I had, like, a rider, I'd be using that one, but this is, like, the closest thing. If anyone knows what tarot is about. Here's I'm gonna split the deck, and this is the card.
Okay.
I pulled Temperance. And Temperance, I'm gonna show it to you. Okay. And then I'm gonna describe it for the podcast. Okay. So it's a cat with a rainbow, like, over its head with wings, angel wings, and this is a Temperance card, and there's 2 cups with water flowing in between them. And what I see in this, especially with the flowers, like, coming up from the side, is just, the faith that we have, that we were talking about in humanity, I feel like people are starting to see that too. Like, they're starting to see it. Like, within the chaos of all of the shit going on and the horrible violence that's coming out of this, there has to be a yin to a yang.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I've also seen this going out, and I travel, like, every day. I travel all over eastern Minnesota into small towns and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that they've been taking down their Trump signs, and they've been taking down this and that because they want to promote, like, their small businesses and small towns and small town revival and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody in their heart right now is feeling a little bit of, like, a revival.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, we're so fed up with everything that's going on, we're doing change about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the message, is, like, do not forget that, like, you are strong and you are powerful, and every day is a new day, and every day is a new experience, and recovery and getting better is not a straight line. It is not linear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna end it with that one.
Okay, I love that. I think that was really great, and
Thank you.
yeah, I just want to say again, thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing your insight, and you know, my goal with this is to talk to people who are different than me and get to know them and build connections, but also hopefully, like, you know, help tell your story and
this is great. I'm really trying to make it as a performer in Minneapolis, so this is, like, I appreciate this a shit ton.
Absolutely.